Welcome back to the MMA Plug, presented to you by the Talk of Colorado on 98.1 FM, Mile High Sports Radio. I'm your host, Jordan Kurtz. You can follow me along at Comments for the Peanut Gallery, sitting alongside UFC middleweight Josh Friend. You can follow him at Josh Friend MMA. If you're listening to us online, make sure that you smash that subscribe button. We're going to dive into the UFC Vegas 55 preview here. This weekend, we have a main event that is a top contender matchup in the women's bantamweight division. It is the preacher's daughter, Holly Holm. She is back, and she is taking on the young rising contender in Ketlen Viera. Josh, as we take a look at this matchup here, it's kind of the tale, the time-old tale within combat sports of the old dog, if you will, against the young pup who is chomping at the bit just to continue to make their name.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Holly's going to go out there and be willing just to let someone make a name off of her.
Hey, Kurtzy, judging by the way the lines are right now, I don't think anyone thinks that.
Really?
You got Holly Holm at a minus 250 right now.
Wow. There's been some movement then, for sure.
There's been some movement, but yeah,
maybe it's after seeing how dialed in that Holly looks. Just to stop you right there, have you seen the pictures? Have you seen how yoked her shoulders look?
She's always been yoked. She always has been just intimidating.
Amazing.
But wow, does she look dialed in and just mentally prepared for what she's about to go do. And I think that it's very noticeable. So I think Viera has a long night ahead of her, a tough one.
100%. I mean, we're talking about a former world champion. We're talking a striking specialist who was world class in their respective discipline. You have somebody like Holly who has fought in countless main event after main event, who has the ability to run at a high octane pace for 25 minutes. I don't know that Viera is prepared to go into the deep water the way that Holly is prepared to go. Do I think that Ketlen Viera is very talented and has extreme upside and tremendous potential for the entirety of her career? Certainly. She's in the position that she's in for a reason. But maybe it's just, maybe it's my own somewhat, fandom or whatever you want to call it for Holly, but or even just respect for that matter.
Crush
is fair. Respect is also in that mix. But, just the respect factor, what I mean? Like, Holly, not too many people can strike with the volume that Holly can go out there with. And if you're going to try to play the point fight game, I just don't like too many women in the bantamweight division to beat Holly in a point fight match.
No, not at all, because she's just too long. She's too fast. Her technique is just too crisp. And she's just too tough.
She's always on her bike. She's constantly moving. And so even when she's not making you move backwards, she's drawing you in moving forwards. So subconsciously, you're not even realizing half the time how much energy and expenditure that you're having. She subconsciously, like I say, she makes you not even realize how much energy that you're having to use. And especially when you're talking 25-minute fights, that plays all in Holly's advantage, in my opinion.
Oh, the longer, the better. Because like you said, she gets on her bike and she just goes. And that is something that a veteran like herself, it's funny you mentioned that, because that is such a key feature, is that if you can subconsciously get on your bike, keep moving, and having your opponent unknowingly, like, oh, I'm not used to working like this, because everyone has their own pace when they're sparring, when they're training. But fighting is different. And if you're not used to fighting at that level and that pace, yeah, that'll tire you out.
Certainly. When it gets down to brass tacks, Josh Friend, who do you have? What's your pick?
I got the preacher's daughter. I can't pick against Holly Holm. I just can't.
I can't either. I mean, Holly is, I think that's a great value pick right there. You might have to roll it into a parlay to make it worth your money if the line continues to shift at this point. But I think that Holly is a very good pick. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like we say, for all of the reasons why she's in that position, Viera is a strong young contender. But I don't see Holly not getting it done in this situation here.
Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. That helps us continue to produce this original MMA content and bring it for you every single week. Tune in to the MMA Plug presented by DenverSportsBetting.com on 98.1 FM, Mile High Sports Radio on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m.
or live stream at DenverSportsBetting.com/radio.